Coronavirus got you a little bit spooked? I know it has gotten me a little bit spooked. So I'm here to help you by letting you know about a supplement that I recently started taking that I think is going to really give you a little bit of hope. And what it's going to do, it's going to help your body take care of itself. So I think that's even better. So I'm not selling anything. Just want you to know that. I'm not getting paid to do this or anything like that. It's a supplement that I've done research on for the last 6 months. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not an epidemiologist, I'm not a virologist, none of those things, but I do enjoy research and I do enjoy taking advantage of the world that we live in with all the technology that we can avail ourselves are. So I suggest that you do your own research in this supplement that I'll tell you about. And the supplement is actually called N-Acetyl Cysteine. So it's a acetylized form of the amino acid L-cysteine. So as you know, amino acids are the building blocks of protein. And, our body, there's some essential amino acids that our body needs. And this is one of, they call it a semi-essential acid. So, but this form of it is actually like a form that is most absorbable by the body. And it does an important thing. And what it does is it actually makes your body produce glutathione. And glutathione is an amazing thing that your body produces. It's an antioxidant precursor. That's what N-Acetyl Cysteine is, but what glutathione does, it helps your body to create it. And it's actually the most powerful antioxidant in the body. So I hope that makes sense. But just definitely look it up on your own. There's plenty of research out there. And what's really cool about it is that there's actually documented research by NIH about this supplement. NIH is National Institutes of Health. There's studies in psychiatry and for the renal system, so the kidney system. I'm going to go over the top 9 benefits of N-Acetyl Cysteine, and I actually have this supplement right next to me here. It is this form of it. Okay, so I'm not promoting that particular brand. I'm sure there's other great brands as well, and I'll talk about dosaging and all the other things that you need to know about in the end. So I actually follow a good amount of doctors and dermatologists online and on Instagram and things like that. And why I got excited about learning about N-Acetyl Cysteine is that because it helps the skin and it helps with the aging process and it helps so many different things. So, but I really got excited when I started doing a little bit more research about its effect on how it helps our immune system. So I think you're going to be really shocked at all the things that this little supplement does for you. And I feel like there's so much research out there on it that it's such an exciting form of it. I almost hope that the medical community is, doesn't start to, they can't really make this into a drug. I think it's so nice that it's available to the general public. But as with anything that you put into your body, you're responsible for what you put into your own body. And I suggest that you ask your doctor and do your own research. So I can't say that enough. But so far, my research has shown that it's perfectly safe. There are a few contraindications that I'll share with those at the end. So just bear with me. It's going to be a little technical, but I think you're really going to like this. So like I said, it's the N-Acetyl Cysteine is actually, it makes your body to create its own glutathione. Okay, so I know I mentioned that before, but it's a little bit hard to understand a little bit as to why this is so cool. Okay, so it's not so much that the cysteine is so important, it's that it makes your body create glutathione. So the glutathione is the actual superstar. But taking glutathione by itself, there's been some issues with that, so you don't really want to take glutathione by itself. So you really want to form, you want to take something that actually makes your body to create its own glutathione. And we do create our own glutathione in our own bodies, but that kind of lessens with age. Also, our health, whether or not you're getting older, and you're not concerned with that, we all have different levels that we create in our bodies at different times. So if we're sick, if we're going through stress, and things like that, our glutathione levels can be low. And I think that also helps to make us more susceptible to things like the coronavirus or any other flu virus or any other cold or anything. So I'm going to go over the top 9 benefits of what glutathione does in the body. Okay, so again, I'm not suggesting taking glutathione. I'm suggesting taking N-Acetyl Cysteine, which makes your body create glutathione. Okay, got it? All right. So here we go, without any further ado. So the number one thing, it is essential for making glutathione, which some researchers believe that it may contribute to longevity. It also helps to reduce oxidative stress that can trigger heart disease, infertility, and psychiatric conditions. So the number 2 benefit is that it helps with the body's detoxification process. So it prevents or diminishes kidney and or liver damage, which is amazing. Number 3, the number 3 benefit is that it may improve conditions such as bipolar, schizophrenia, OCD, addictive behavior, and depression. It can also decrease withdrawal symptoms and prevent relapse in cocaine addicts. I mean, I'm not one of those, but you know, hey, I'm sure there's some people out there that could use that. Studies also show that NAC, I'm going to also refer to N-Acetyl Cysteine as NAC from now on because that's what it says on the bottle and it's just easier to say. It also may decrease marijuana and nicotine use and cravings. Okay. Number 4 benefit, it relieves symptoms of respiratory conditions. NAC also replenishes glutathione levels in the lungs and reduces inflammation in the bronchial tubes and lungs. So you can kind of see why this might be beneficial if, you know, somebody got the flu, but there's some more research I'll talk about later that's going to amaze you. It also helps with COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And this is a really cool study that was done. In a 1-year study, there was 600 milligrams of NAC was given 2 times a day, and it significantly improved lung function with those with stable COPD. It also helps with chronic bronchitis. It thins the mucus in the lungs, and it helps with wheezing, coughing, respiratory attacks, cystic fibrosis, asthma, pulmonary fibrosis, nasal congestion from allergies or infections, which could also include the common cold or the flu or coronavirus. The the 5th benefit, it boosts brain health, which I'm filming this late at night, so that's probably why I can't talk very well tonight. But it boosts brain health by regulating glutamate, which is a neurotransmitter in the brain, and it helps to replenish, of course, the glutathione in the brain. It helps with memory. And also there have been some animal studies that suggest that NAC may slow cognitive loss in Alzheimer's patients. So if you know of anyone who's suffering from that, you know, I feel like you check with their doctor and see if this might help them. It also helps with Parkinson's tremors. That's kind of neat too. I know a few people who actually have that. So I think that's super exciting. Is it going to cure it? No, but anything that could help that is not harmful, it's definitely worth checking into. The number 6 benefit is that it helps with fertility in both men and women. The 7th benefit is it stabilizes blood sugar by decreasing inflammation in fat cells. It actually shows that it actually helps with the the visceral fat, which is around the internal organs. It actually helps to kind of make that go down. So so maybe it could help with weight loss is what I'm trying to say. Although they do say that there are more studies that need to be done for blood sugar control. So we don't want to, say that it, could help with like diabetes or whatever, but more studies could be done on that. So I think that's exciting if they do more studies on that. The eighth benefit is it reduces heart disease risk. It's actually a vasodilator, so that means it opens up your arteries so that more blood flow can happen. So I think that's why it also helps with the skin, because anytime you're getting your blood into those areas of the body, and of course all over the body, your blood has nutrients and all the stuff that just makes your body work better, okay? Because the blood is our lifeline. There was also a test tube study done that showed that combined with green tea and NAC, it appears to reduce damage from oxidized or bad LDL cholesterol. So I think that's really cool too. All right, and the number 9, or one of the last benefits I'll talk about, there's a 10th one that wasn't on the list of the website that I was looking at, but this is what I think is the most important for anybody who's interested in a supplement that will help them combat the coronavirus. Okay, ready? This is really cool. Okay, so there's a boost in glutathione levels. Okay, right, we know about that. And it improves immune function, okay, even in those with HIV. There was also a test tube study that indicated that NAC hampers the flu virus's ability to replicate. So, the viral load is actually reduced, which is amazing. And, which the coronavirus obviously is a virus. There's rhinoviruses that are cold viruses. So imagine that this supplement could help your cold, be shortened, or the flu be shortened, or maybe in severity. And it also, and this is, I quote, it reduces the symptoms and the duration of the illness. So amazing. I think that is so, so exciting. And this is with an actual clinical study that was shown about this. It also has been linked in test tube studies, and this is what I think is so exciting too. This isn't about coronavirus helping, but just listen, okay. It has also been linked in test tube studies to promote apoptosis of cancer cells. That is amazing. And it also blocked cancer cell replication. So imagine that this little NAC supplement can boost your glutathione levels that can actually help your body to fight cancer and viruses. I mean, and there's actually some studies that show that maybe cancers are closely related to viruses. I've read that in some other places. I don't know if that's been proven yet, but obviously, but there's some kind of like weird correlation between viruses and cancer cells. So kind of interesting. So I think that's amazing. So the 10th benefit that I found in another site, which I think this is why the dermatologist that I follow takes this particular supplement. It helps with the skin, and it helps with the hair, and it helps with aging skin cells. So it keeps your skin cells looking young. And I mean, that is one of my passions. I do work in the beauty industry, and I'm definitely all about helping women and people in general look and feel beautiful. So if I can also recommend a supplement like NAC to do that, I'm definitely going to tell them about that. So I think this is exciting. So conclusion, why take it? So why should we take it? I mean, if there's 9 or 10 instances and benefits, that I just talked about weren't enough, inspiration to maybe consider this supplement, just know that our levels do drop down as we age. So, and also our overall health of our body makes us produce less glutathione. There's also some things to consider. If you're a vegan, no, nothing against vegans, but, or if you're a vegetarian, it's super, super important to make sure that you are getting enough protein, which of course, you know, amino acids are the building blocks of protein. So if you're not getting enough protein, you're not going to be able to make enough glutathione, if that makes sense. So, so for your body to make the amino acid cysteine, okay, and remember this supplement is the acetylized version of L-cysteine, but for your body to make the amino acid cysteine, you need adequate amounts of folate, vitamin B6, and B12 particularly. This supplement, NAC, is actually very well absorbed, okay? So remember, there's some studies that have been shown that glutathione supplements are not well absorbed, but this acetylized version of cysteine is actually very, very well tolerated and very well absorbed. And the recommendation is that you can take between 600 milligrams and 1800 milligrams of NAC. So right now I'm just taking one 1000 milligram tablet per day. But because the half-life of the supplement doesn't stay in your body that long, it might be even better, and I'm actually looking into this too after I finish that bottle. I might look into getting, taking a supplement that's spread apart, like morning and evening, and probably taking a split dose of 600 milligrams each. Okay, so a couple cautions though that I do want to tell you, because I think it's, you know, I want you to be completely informed. And again, do your own research, but this is the research that I have done. You don't want to take too much of that. So a lot of people, you know, might be thinking, well, if 1000 milligrams is good, then like 10,000 milligrams might be better. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Too much may cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or constipation. I mean, who wants that, right? Another caution is that I read about is that people on blood thinners should not take this. It actually does thin your blood a little bit. Not that I think it's gonna, you know, damage the typical person. I do take another supplement that also helps thins the blood a little bit. And if you're not going into elective surgery, you're gonna be fine. That means if you get a little cut, it might bleed just a teeny bit longer, but nothing major. The other thing too is to make sure that you drink plenty of water with a supplement. So if you have high blood pressure, your kidneys are a little bit more compromised, although this will actually help your kidney function, which I think is amazing. But I did read somewhere else that if you're not drinking enough water, it could cause some stones in the kidney. But I think that's true of anybody who eats like a very high protein diet as well, and doesn't drink enough water and some other foods that balance out in the body. So just kind of know that and just be common sense about it if this is a supplement that you choose to take. So I just wish everybody well. I hope that, you know, you don't freak out about the coronavirus, but that you take steps to really improve your own health and your own immunity, because I think that's going to be one of the biggest ways to combat this disease, other than washing our hands and doing all the other measures that we might have to do. But let's not panic. Let's just, you know, I think everybody should do their own research and consider getting some NAC supplements. And I hope this has educated you a little bit. And if you would like to learn about some other supplements, I would love to be able to research them and bring them to light. And again, I'm not getting paid by anybody. So anyway, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye.